Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. I know, you gotta love the shirt again. Today, we're going to be doing pack 5 of the Agora Models release of Build the Giga Alien. As you can see, all the parts of the alien that we've done are all laid out there, so we're going to be continuing that today. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here to the Agora Models website. This is available in the US, so you'll be able to get this, US and Canada, you'll be able to get this through that link. It is available through Hachette Partworks in the UK. I don't know if it is still available in the UK. I'm not sure about that. Someone might have to put in the comments and let me know that. But I want to get cracking on this, so without further ado, let's do that. Let's get cracking. So stage 29, which I've got here, they come in these paper wrappers. We're going to be doing the right ribs and the right thigh. Get all these parts out. Now these are the ribs that we've been working on previously. I'm just going to turn that upside down. We've got space for 2 more now. We are actually going to be putting the next rib in place, which is just going to be going on this side here. Just like that. And then in this bag with the magnets, we do have some screws as well. I thought they were with the magnets. No, they were separate from the magnets. It's just that the magnets had attracted them. So it looked like they were all in one pack. So I have dipped this in a little bit of oil because this is a metal piece. And get this screwed in. And there you go. That's another rib completed. Put that to one side. We want to bring over this lovely bit of skin now that we've got like this. And we're going to be putting this piping in place. Now they are labelled here, B1, but we don't want those labels on there, so I'm just going to cut them off. And quickly do a test fit on these. This one says B2, so I'll cut that off as well. Now B1 has a little tab just at the top there. It's going to go in here like this. Going to have to get that rotated round. And then B2 again, we've got a tab on this side, which will match the tab on this side here. So this is how that's going to go. I've got my glue here, which I'm going to brush on and get this in place. Using this brush on is a lot neater. You can really place where you're putting the glue. I like that. Okay, so I am pushing down on this skin. It looks like I'm deforming it, but when I bring this back up again, it should have molded itself to the contour of this skin. So I'm just going to hold that in place for a second. Now if I turn that over, we're going to be putting some magnets into place. So it wants me to put 4 magnets in the positions here, here, here and here. Now these magnets can go in any way on this one, but I won't be putting them in super glue because they're not going to stay in place. I am using this Storm Shore again. This is a flexible adhesive. Now the thing with this is that once it's on, it's going to take a good little while to actually dry. So that Storm Shore's in place. I'll just put the magnets into position. But we've got to remember that these aren't going to fully set for a good 12 hours. Just like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. In stage 30, we're going to be doing the last of the rib. So let's get this out. We are still working on that right thigh. So bringing the rib over again. The last rib is just going into this position here. So get that into place like that. And again, I have put this in oil already. Screw that in. And then this whole bit of rib cage here is completed. Looking like that. So put this onto one side. Bring over what we were working on last time. As you can see with this piping here, I need part B3, which I've got here. Let's slice that tab off, and this is just going to go into that final section just here. So once again, got my glue. Let's do a channel of glue all the way down here, and having these little tabs at the bottom there, hopefully you can see that, make it a lot easier to orientate which way round these go. Once again, I will use some clamps to keep that down for me. So that's that strip in. We're going to be working around this strip now. So it starts with B4, which I've got here. B4 is going to go just onto this middle section, just there. Again, put some glue into place. Perfect. B5, cut the tab off of that, is going to be going onto this section over here. And that's all there is to do in stage 30. But as you can see, I have got all of these parts left over here. And I think that is because the 2 packs are in 1 pack, if that makes sense. So 30 and 31 were together. So we are now on 31. I'm going to take the one that says B6 here, get that open, and that's just going to be going into the little slot that we can see just down the bottom. It's these 2 parts that here that I'm interested in. So B6 is going to go in this one here. Let's get some glue in there. I may as well just cut off the end of B7 as well, because B7 is going just above it here. So one in there, make sure this one's around the right way, and one in here. Just going to hold that into place. There you go. That looks good. Now on this section here, we do have these plugs to put in. These are sort of like rubbery plugs. And again, they are labelled C2, but they have got different shapes underneath. So it should be easy to see where they go. I've got C2 in my hand here. So I will just put some glue around this whole area here. And get C2 in place, following the shape of the part. I don't need this on now. And pushing that down. So as you can see, that's one in. We need the hexagonal one, which is here. And again, following the shape. And I may as well put some glue just on this one as well to get all 3 of these in. Now you do need to keep pressure on these if you're using super glue on them, because it does take a few more minutes than normal to dry. So I'm just going to let them set in place. Now if you remember on the last stage, we actually put these magnets in. We were meant to put these magnets in as well in stage 30. Got a little bit confused with having 2 bags together. So it's 4 magnets, and in exactly the same way I'm just using the Storm Shore. Now I only use this Storm Shore on the rubbery material. So if I was gluing magnets to the plastic, then I would use super glue. But I do need some flex on this rubbery material here, which is why I'm using Storm Shore. There we go. And again, doesn't matter which way around these magnets go in. Just like that. Okay, keep that to one side. Now it's in this side that we're going to be putting the other magnets. Now the problem we've got is if I was to put the magnets in now, it's going to pull these magnets out of place on the other side, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to actually put the magnets in for this afterwards. Now I've looked down the instructions, and we're not going to actually have to join this leg together yet. But as you can see the points that the magnets are going to go into. Here's the magnets here, so I am going to do that afterwards when I know that's all dried. But that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 32 here, we've got to assemble the left ribs, plus I'll continue to build the right femur. So we've got all the parts in here. And where we created this rib last time on this channel, we've got a new channel to bring into, which is this one just here. And I'm going to be putting the first rib, this one here, just into the hole there. And once again, holding it in with these silver screws. This is definitely a build which is hard to film, because you do want to make sure each section is fully dry, the glue is, before you move on to the next section. Otherwise you are going to have a bad time. But that's the first one in there. And then a little bit of glue, oil. Calling everything glue at the moment. And then one in just this side here. Excellent. So that's the next lot of ribs started. Looking like that. Put that to one side. And all I've got left to do is take this part of the femur here, and I've got a tab which is going to go over that section there. And we're holding that in with these black screws I've got here. These are self-tapping screws. Don't need oil on these. They're just going in here like this. And there we go. That is the end of that stage. In stage 33, got it here, we've got the left ribs and some more parts of the right femur. Let's get these all out. And the first thing we're going to do is extend this rib out here by putting these two parts together. That's held in with one of the smaller silver screws here. I just said smaller silver screw. I actually think those screws are the same size as all the other silver screws that we've been using. But there we go. That's going to hold these two parts together. And then when they are together, we're going to put this part into this side just here. Once again, grab a silver screw and put that into place. Excellent. Take another silver screw, put it in some oil, and then we've got the other bit of rib here, which is going on this side, and screw that in there. So that's now looking like that. Perfect. Put that to one side. Bring over what we've been working on last time. Once again, we've got another tab to put in just there. Self-tapping screw to keep that into place, which is one of these black screws. And screw that in nice and tight. And then it's just a case of taking this part of the femur and putting this over the top here, lining up this tab, this lug here, with the hole, pushing everything into place. You should have heard it clip in then. And again, some black screws, which are going to tighten these tabs just here. And this one's too. So as you can see, the femur is now extending, and that's the end of that stage. In stage 34, more ribs, more femur. And just like last time, we're going to be extending one of these ribs out. So we're going to be putting this one in here like that, grabbing a silver screw and screwing that into place. And then this rib is just going to be going on this side here, just like that. And that's once again held in with a silver screw, which I've got here. Excellent. The ribs are growing. Put that to one side. Bring over the new part of the femur that we've got here. We've got a couple of tabs to put in on this side, so one here and one just over the other side here. And again, these black screws to hold these in place. These are the black self-tapping screws. So one there and one here. And with those in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. The penultimate stage of this pack is stage 35. Get everything out here. Bring the ribs over. And once again, we're going to be adding the next part of the rib just to this side here. Quite a large piece, this one. But it's going to go in there, held in with the silver screw. These certainly build up quickly. So that's that one done. And then once again, we've got this little rib here, which we're going to need to piece the two parts together like that. Silver screw. And get them joined together. Excellent. And then one more silver screw to put this on this side. So you can see all these openings where we've been screwing that extra bit in there are all on one side. That will hold this into place here. So again, that's what the rib's looking like. Put that to one side. And I'm going to be joining the new part we've got here with the part we just had with the tabs, which are just going to go over each section like that. So once again, these are joined with those black self-tapping screws. I feel like I'm on a roll today because there's very similar of what we're doing in each section. So I kind of know what I'm doing before I'm doing it. It's like I've got some sort of clairvoyancy. Okay, here's the second screw going in here. Excellent. And then when they're in, we've got 2 spaces for tabs just at the end there. So one in here and one in here. And then once again, the black self-tapping screws to put them in place. And I haven't even looked at the instructions yet, but I'm guessing I'm going to be joining this to the one that we created earlier on in this pack. So the question is, am I right? Let's get this nice and tight. I am right. So this is going to be then joined to this section here, just over the middle like this. And then again, the black self-tapping screws to hold this into place. So I've already put one in, just put one in this side as well. Hold it from the bottom, because it isn't perfectly flat on the other side. And it should be nice and smooth like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So in the last stage, stage 36, quite a large pack this is. We've got another piece of skin there, which looks like that. Very big piece of skin, that one. And we've also got some more ribs, or more rib in the singular. The rib that we've got left here is just going to go on this side, just like that. And once again, is held in with a silver screw. So I can get that in here. And then that's what the ribs are looking like at the final part of this pack. And then once again, I'm going to be putting 4 magnets in this section here. The magnets are in the bag here, which means I am using my Stormshore. Once again, it doesn't matter which way around we put the magnets in, because the way we're going to be actually attaching them, we're going to be marking that, we're going to sort of match them off on the other side. So I'll get my Stormshore in each hole here. This stuff does have quite a strong smell. I do suggest you use it in a ventilated area. I think that's just a testament to how sticky this stuff is. I've actually broke this. It dried up inside, so I have managed to get some up. So I am going to throw this away now, and I'll get another one for next time. I had enough to do this stage, so I can get the magnets in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is all there is to do in this stage. That's all there is to do in this pack. So we've done this side. We've done the frame for this. I guess it does go around something like that way there. We've obviously started a new rib, finished this rib here, and then we've done the skin on this side where we're waiting for magnets to dry, and we've got the piping done in that place there. Can be a very mucky build, this one, but we are getting there. We are getting there. As I said, this is the bit that we worked on the most, I think, with these little details here in the piping, and I'm just waiting for the magnets to set before I put the magnets in to this side, or should I say this side, which I've got stored here, so I won't lose them. But I really hope you like that video. Now, if you do want to get this for yourself, once again, I have put a link here to the Agora Models website. You can check that out for yourself. But if you did like the video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.